Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Awaken Tarot. Website on the back here is myryve.com. There's a creative director for this deck. Their name is Sally Willems, Willms. If you go to the website, I'm pretty confident you'll see that, but I haven't gone to the website yet, so who can say? Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. Website hayhouse.com at the bottom. Feel free to freeze frame on any of that information if you need to. That's it. If you just need to. All right, what do we got for Leo? We're getting double cards popping out all over the place. That's it? Okay. Alright, so... Alright, so this card came out upside down when I was shuffling. It just fell and I left it there. It's the Ten of Pentacles. This is like the erosion or the destruction of a foundation is what I'm kind of getting from it. And then they kind of backed it up with the Tower card right with it. So something is either currently or about to fall apart completely. A foundation of something that means a lot to you. Something that you've had in your life for a long time. And I feel like there's nothing you can do about it. That's a lot. That's saying a lot for Leo. Like nothing. It's blocked. It's like, for whatever reason, whatever this is, it's been around a long time. Some foundation is being destroyed. The truth is coming out full force. Can't really escape it. Can't really negate it. It's just kind of like, all right, I feel like that's one of the reasons you can't do anything about it. Whatever the situation is, there's a lot of truth just coming right out, and it's just kind of like, I guess, gotta wait for it all to come out. It's just kind of pouring out of the bucket there, and it's like, okay, there's a lot that just keeps coming out. A lot of information that's always been there that maybe you didn't know, or maybe you thought or hoping, or maybe you were hoping wasn't true. A lot of information coming forward, a lot of truth coming forward, the history of a situation, a lot of things are coming forward. Okay. I don't think of Leo as ever being idle. I just have a hard time believing that, because you got a lot of energy and you got a lot to do and you get a lot done. But the more information that's coming out of this situation, I feel like you know what's true and what's not. And there's things you've seen and things you've already known. And things are adding up. And I feel like there's a lot of stress here. There's a lot of stress here. Whatever the situation is, it's kind of got to play out. And I keep getting like there's nothing you can do about it, not in a positive sense. You could try to get involved with it. You could try to get in the middle of it. But I don't feel like that's very healing for the situation. And I don't feel like it does you any favors either. I feel like if you're able to stay back from it and just let it play out, that's kind of like the advice here. Kind of like bide your time. Hear what's going on, but don't get too close to it. Just let it kind of happen. You got a lot of other things going on. So there's a lot of other things you could do instead of getting involved. But like people are going to tell you things. You're going to find out things anyway. Keep doing what you need to do in life. Keep your things going. Don't move towards it if you can help it for right now. Move towards the other things that need your attention. There's more important things right now. This may seem like a very important thing, and I'm going to say it probably is. But you being involved or getting too close to it, I don't see you doing yourself or anybody else any favors doing that. Let the situation play itself out, especially because I feel like this happens to Leo. Like people try to blame you for things that have nothing to do with you. I don't understand how that's happening, but I get like, they're gonna, I don't know, you'll stand up for yourself, but it's hard for you to, like, if you're involved in a situation and you go do something else. When you're not there is when the backbiting starts. We don't need that. Stay back if you can is it's the advice. I know that may be easier said than done, but the more you stay back from it and let it just play out the way it needs to, the better it's going to be for you later and the people around you, because it's more like your energy putting things where they need to go once it's finished off is more effective. There's people trying to hide information or trying to hide from the situation. I don't feel like they're going to get success with that, because I feel like people are able to figure out, I don't think this is going to happen. Like, I see people trying to stay out of a situation and trying to, like, not be pulled into a situation. People trying to hide information, but I feel they're failing with that. I'm going to just roll the dice just to make sure. 20, judgment. Yeah, judgment. And cups. Page of Cups reversed. Ooh. The Page of Cups reversed is like somebody has like an axe to grind, and they're whatever somebody else is. This person's trying to hide the truth. Somebody else has an axe to grind, and they're making sure everything comes out, and it's not nice. When they're pushing it forward, there's a vindictive energy with it. So I would just stay away from that too. Because it may be more of a little sneakier energy, hard to see. It's just like, it's almost like somebody's conversation on social, somebody's conversation showing up on social media, and then the right people just finding it, just happen to find it. So like the person who actually got the information isn't going to be in the limelight. They don't want people to know that they're the one that put it out there, but they're making sure the right people see it, if that makes sense. I keep getting that, like. It makes me think of like Reddit, when people put information out on Reddit, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Something like that. I don't know why I keep seeing that, but whatever. Okay, so I see Leo is a very active, very vocal. Like, you guys don't play the sidelines. So they're saying that it's best for you to hold to the side, do other things, let this play out without you. Do yourself a favor. Don't because you just have to clean up a mess, and why do that? You have better things to do. This has to play out. It's also saying, like, people get their just desserts, especially if you stay out of it. People get their just desserts. Just trust the universe is going to do what they need to do. It may be a long-term thing before everybody gets things sorted out the way it should be, but people will. Whatever's going on here, the situation is going to implode. I think we already said that. And once it has imploded and it's wiped out, that's where healing starts at. That's where the healing starts. That's where all the pieces are out on the table too. So another analogy, like while this is happening, it's like if you're trying to put together a 500-piece puzzle, you're missing 100 pieces at this point. When it's completely finished, all 500 pieces are on the table. You know what I mean? So you can put the picture together correctly, see what it actually is, and then sort it out as needed. Healing will not really start happening until it's wiped out. It's got to be, it's a general read, take it with a grain of salt. Once everything is wiped out, that's when healing. It's not happening during the situation. It's just not. I'm just feeling like it's just not. I don't know if that's normal or not. I get while things are happening, healing isn't really happening. It's like, even if you try to heal, there's like, it's like trying to run with a broken leg. It's like, it's just not working. You know what I mean? Your outcome after the fact, after Justice comes in, which is a very good companion to Leo. Because when Justice shows up, Leo makes sure that Justice is adhered to. So, wait if you can. I know that might be a lot to ask. To wait to the side, let it all play out without you. Do yourself that favor. It's not helping you or anybody else if you're in the middle of it. And I feel like, I don't know, it could get messier than necessary if you're in the middle of it. So, take that with a grain of salt. Excuse me. Once it's done, it's finished, that's when healing starts. After the healing has started, when Justice shows up, that's your moment. Because you will make sure that justice is adhered to. I keep getting that. That's in this situation, that's where you're the strongest, that's where you're the most effective, that's where you're needed, that's where you're actually truly needed. Because when healing is happening and justice steps in, somebody stepping there and saying, yep, that's what's supposed to happen and we're going to make sure it does, that's your role. If people try to squeak around and try to create new problems or new issues or new damage, you're going to be like, we're not doing that. We're done with that situation. We're not going to create another bad situation from this. It's not going to happen. Justice is here, and we're going to correct it from here going forward. That's where you're the most effective. That's where they're kind of saying, if you're able to do it that way, which I know it might be a lot to ask, but it's up to you. It's a general read. Take it with a grain of salt, because there's definitely endings going on here. And you're going to pick up the information as it keeps going on, but there's definitely endings going on here. There may be people a part of this situation that, if you use the year analogy, maybe last year you talked to them without a problem. This year it's kind of like, I don't know. Next year they might be completely out of your life. Doesn't mean they've passed away, but like due to how things played out, they might be out of your life. That could be one of those things that happens through this. Keep that in mind too. I keep getting that. Like, you may have talked to somebody last year and had no problem with them. Currently you're like, I don't know what to do with this, so it's kind of iffy. I don't know what's really going on there. I'd like this situation to be better. I'd like to be able to keep this person in my life, but I don't know. But the way things play out, next year you might be like, nope, they're persona non grata. Did I say that right? Probably not. They may be like, nope, we're done. Now that I know their involvement in this situation, now that I know how they aided this situation and it's a bad situation, we're done. So there's going to be the ending of some connections, some social connections for sure due to this situation, once you find the truth out about what's really happening. But that all comes later with the healing. I feel like the disconnecting from certain toxic people comes later with the healing because, again, the way you see somebody now versus how you see them later, you might have a better view of who they really are versus who you thought they were. Are we good? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.